When do symbols for functions bind in Python? Is forward declaration possible? Suppose we have a hash table that maps strings to functions. In my example, I'll call it commands. If I place the definition for some function, let's call it cmd_add, after the hash table that maps it to a string, and then I attempt to invoke it, I get an error. Now notice that if I simply move the function definition to before the definition of commands, it works out just fine. Why is this true? Is there something about Python binding that I do not understand?
Remember that Python is a dynamic language. Even though cmd_add is a reference to a function in your source, there is nothing stopping it from referring to a different object at different times. Python will creating the binding as the interpreter passes a line where the function is defined, and it will reference that function until you delete the reference or rebind it to something else.
Well, the module is interpreted from top to bottom. In your first snippet, it hasn't seen cmd_add yet, so it throws a name error. You can do it like your second snippet, or something like this. Or you could get fancy and wrap cmd_add with a decorator that registers it in the commands.
In a Python script, the expressions are evaluated from top to bottom, therefore you can't reference a function before defining it.
If you want to see more, please consider subscribing.